So just to explain what this video is about, it's just documenting my progress in terms of skill going from each month, because I have a goal to be 3 extremes per month with a new hardest each month, and eventually at the end of the year I want to beat a list demon. So far I've met my goal, and I'm just going to talk now about what I beat from January to April, and yeah, it's just talk about the experiences and all that. So the first month I actually did differently from how I've been approaching each month going forward. I beat my hardest first, and then I just beat 2 extremes. And that's because at the beginning my goal was just to beat 2 extremes per month. And then I beat Cyclone, which was the hardest that I did in the beginning of the month. And then I think I went for Hypersonic, and then I beat that. And it was still like a week or so in the month. So I just decided to go for AQ. So in this month, I mainly just focused on getting some extremes done. I didn't focus on any specific skills, and I just wanted to get a new artist. So I played Cyclone, and I had a lot of fun with Cyclone. I was grinding it out. I was playing so much that my fingers started to hurt actually. And yeah, it took me 3,148 attempts, which is looking at that compared to my current attempt counts with my current extremes that I've been playing. It's not bad. It's actually really good, especially because Allegiance took me 1,000 attempts more. I also fluked the whole of the ending. I really enjoyed this level. It helped me work on my fast-paced gameplay and my high CPS gameplay. Yeah, it was a really good experience, and I feel like I got a decent skill boost from it. Then I played Hypersonic. I hate this level so much. So Hypersonic, it took me about a week or so, I think 8 days, and the bad thing about that is that I actually got 92 on day 3. So day 1 I learned it and I got some decent runs. Day 2 I got like 60 something. Actually no, I got like 44. I got 44, and then I got 63, and then day 3 I got 92. I fluked the whole draw. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna beat this soon. But then it took me a whole extra week, and it just mind blocked. And then from, I think the day I beat it, I had like a 6-hour session, and eventually I actually beat it. I like closed the game and everything. I was like, okay, I reopened it in one more attempt, and then I beat. So that was really testing my perseverance. As for skills, I didn't really work on anything decently fast-paced gameplay. Just more or less dealing with like a bad level that I'm playing at the time. Right? So yeah, it took me 3,786, which was average for me at the time. And yeah, I died at 92 twice. So yeah, really not a fun time. And then thirdly, I did AQ. So AQ was a really fun level. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's known as a very easy demon, so a very easy extreme. I think I gave it a 92 for gameplay, which is really high. And yeah, I died at 85, I think, like 85 plus twice. Wasn't that bad. It took me 1,500 attempts, which just shows how easy it is. So again, fast-paced gameplay it worked on. For January, my improvement, I'd say I was decently happy with the improvement. I made the goal, and it made me change my mind about what I want to do. So for the month of Feb, I did the same thing that I did for Jan, which was beating the hardest first, and then need 2 extra levels on top of that to beat the goal. And the hardest that I had for the month was actually Bloodbath, which is a big milestone demon. And I always really wanted to beat Bloodbath. It was a really good experience. I didn't have any bad times with it. My furthest test was 80%. It took me 5,284 attempts, and it really helped me improve at the ship. It took me 12 days, which is much longer than I would have liked, but the levels after that wasn't too hard, so it didn't really affect. After that, I did Cataclysm, which is kind of ironic because like usually people do Cataclysm and then Bloodbath, but I really don't like Cataclysm. I mean, it's super unbalanced. The 14% wave is just really shit. And then the gameplay after that is like just 14 to 60 is unnecessarily difficult compared to the rest of the level. Like, rather have it balanced out and be like a top 700, top 800, because the wave is actually at that level, and then the rest of the level is just free. So yeah, it took me like 2 attempts, 45 minutes of playtime or something like that. Just really not a good experience, you know. Yeah, nothing much more to say about that. Then lastly, I did the ultimate phase. So this was a really shit experience again, and that was because I got super unlucky with it. The first day, so I did practice runs on levels when I was younger, just for the sake of doing it for no reason, and because of that, I actually kind of knew more or less the ultimate phase, which is why I decided to do it, because I knew it wouldn't take me that long. And it took me 3 or 4 days, with 2,300 attempts. But yeah, I had 79 deaths past 43 with 34 past 50, which is the spam part, so bros. And that's like just really annoying because I had 55 to 100. I just think that the main thing boiled down to me not practicing enough before I started playing from zero. And then even when I did practice enough, it was just a matter of time. I did die to a lot of bullshit though, like, I won't even lie to you. But nothing specific I think worked on. The month of Feb, yeah, there's nothing much really to say about it. Of March, I actually played a lot more during March since I was doing test season for me. And so you'd expect me to actually play less, but because I was getting home earlier, I was actually doing more work. I got to play more. And the first level that I did was Tornado, which is the sequel to Hurricane, which is the sequel to Cyclone. And the reason why I did Tornado first was because I actually didn't like Hurricane at first, but I did really like Tornado. I thought that it's my top two right now. The level was so good that I didn't even care that I died so much at the end. Like I had 94, 96, and 97 as well. Like it didn't get unlucky, it was just me being stupid. Especially the 97 death, it was just because I held long for no reason. But I enjoyed it so much that I even, instead of just no clipping the level, I actually went and tried to rebeat it, like on the regional copy. But yeah, it took me 2,592 attempts. This is a really good experience. Helped me work on my fast-paced gameplay, same as Hurricane, same as Cyclone. Right, it's all similar type of gameplay, just increasing in difficulty. But then Hurricane, it's also a really good level, but I enjoyed it a lot less than Tornado, especially because of how unbalanced the ending is. I died at 90 twice, and both of them took me around 3 or 4 days. But this took me more attempts, even though it's easier. It took me 2,993. And yeah, it just got very consistent. Same with Tornado, but both got really consistent as I played it. Overall, I gave it a 95.35, really good level. And then for the hardest for the month was Moment. So Moment was, I feel like it was actually harder for me than Bloodbath, even though it took me less time and less attempts. I feel like the gameplay, if you look at the way the waves are, if you look at the way how tight the ships are, it's a really challenging level compared to Bloodbath, where most of the challenge comes from the length and Michigan, right? But this level is much more spread out. So even though it's a few spots below Bloodbath, I'd actually say it's definitely harder than Bloodbath. But I had a really good experience. I gave it a 10 out of 10 enjoyment. It took me 4,838 attempts, and my worst fail was 70%. And I credit that to me almost over practicing it. I think I did 30 to 110 times, 26 to 100 twice. It was just a really consistent, really fun, overall really good level. I enjoyed the song, I enjoyed the gameplay, the deco was good. Yeah, I think this is definitely my top two for the levels. And I think that it really helped me work on my fast-paced, tight wave gameplay, which actually helps me segue into the next level that I did in March. So originally I actually wanted to get this out during April, but because I was procrastinating, I was just grinding so much, I'm just going to include April in this video just so it's like a bit longer, and so that, you know, 10 minutes push it all them, whatever, right? So because I beat Moment so fast, I had extra time, so I actually started playing Down Base, which was the first level of the month, in March, and so I beat it really early in the month, which was actually kind of a bad thing, because it ended up making me take longer with Ithacropolis, which forced me to actually push myself for the last level, which was remove submission, right? But Down Base, originally I gave it 22 out of 100 with 0 for deco and 27 for song, but I don't really think that's that bad. I had a decent time with it. Everything besides the dual wave and the mini wave just before the big wave, so like 20 to 40. Everything gameplay wise is actually not that bad. Actually, I had a lot of fun playing from 36 to 100, and I think the main thing for the level that just makes it really bad is one, the deco looks horrible. Like, why the hell are you using the animated fire and all that? Two, it's unbalanced, right? If that dual wave was just a bit easier, then I think the level would actually not be that bad. And three, the song is just horrible. Like most, no hate to Ruckus, but I mean, you can't even lie. Some of his, it's the best to say. It sounds like dentist music, you know. And then for the second level of the month, I did Ithacropolis. So Ithacropolis is it's ranked 515th or 510th, something like that. And remove submission is like 594. But I feel like I had a lot harder time with Ithacropolis, and I feel like the gameplay was harder. Maybe I'm just more in tune to timing-based gameplay and I just didn't know. But yeah, Ithacropolis took me 18 days, which was really bad. And I fully blame myself for that, because I would hop on, I'd warm up, I'd do maybe a decent run, and then I'd play for like 5-10 minutes from zero. And I would get like little to no progress, and then I would just give up for the day. And so my attempts racked up a lot. It took me way longer than it should have. But for the actual level, it really helped me work on timing-based gameplay, fast-paced timing gameplay, and it was a good experience. I wouldn't say it was too bad. I did have some trouble with it in the later stages, just getting progress and getting far. But in the last 2 days, I had a good time. And then remove submission. So originally I planned to do auditory breaker for April, but I felt like I couldn't do it in the amount of time that I had, because I had a week, or 6 days or so to actually beat another extreme to beat the goal, and I actually wanted to do another artist. So I was gonna do auditory breaker, but I cut it, and I group 3 levels that I could have done, which is Mujige, Butiti 3, and remove submission. So definitely Butiti 3 wasn't going to happen, because learning that duel and everything was not going to happen in 6 days. Mujige, I just decided that remove submission was getting more consistent, because I actually got 60 to 100, so 67 to 100 on the first day of playing. So remove submission took me like 4 days to actually beat, which was surprising, because I mean, it's harder. But yeah, this level wasn't bad. I actually enjoyed the move submission, even though it's timing-based gameplay. I was really consistent at it, and when I was playing it, had a funny song, but it was actually a decent song if you even like listen to the instrumental. And the deco it's a really well executed theme. As for the gameplay, I actually found it really fun. I'm usually not that keen on timing-based gameplay, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I feel like this gave me a nice skill boost for the level that I'm playing now, which is Black Blizzard. But yeah, that video should come out in the next few days or so. But yeah, as overall, I say my improvement's not looking too bad right now. I actually think that my goal for this team by the end of the year is going to happen like August or July, preferably July, because end of this month I'm planning on doing something at 250s. It's a bit ambitious, but I think I can do it based on just how much I play. So yeah, I think overall I just need to keep playing consistently and developing my skills, playing properly, learning the levels, being efficient. And going forward, I think, yeah, I'll definitely hit my goals. Maybe if you enjoyed the video, just like and subscribe, hit the bell, all the basic stuff, comment, say, I don't know, whatever you want. Yeah, thanks for watching.